Okay, so hello, all. I know some people have been asking, obviously, whether I was going to do another live stream. Um, so I've still got a bit of a cold at the moment, so obviously it's going to be a bit of a. It's sadly going to be a bit of a slow process, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. So yeah, I just wanted to introduce you guys, obviously today, to obviously a game I did find. I did get this on DVD, on a virtual disc. um, some years ago. I think it was like nearly 9 years ago now. And I did get this, and I used to play this on my old laptop. But sadly, because I couldn't stream or record any videos or anything, because obviously the RAM, there was only like 6 gigabytes of RAM I had on my laptop. So at the time, I just thought, no, I'm just going to wait a few more years and see if I can get a better laptop than that. So obviously, in July of last year, I got myself a new laptop, and here we are. So now with 16 gigabytes of RAM, I can actually play this game. So for those who don't know, you probably already looked in the description already. This is World of Subways Volume 3. This is the Circle Line video, basically because I haven't actually done this before. I have driven the Circle Line before when I have it on the old laptop, but sadly because I couldn't record or anything, I couldn't really give you any like previous footage when I did it. But I only ever did like Hammersmith to Edgware Road because I wasn't able to go any further than that because it would just completely lag the game out. So, but yeah, but because we've got a better bit, we've got better stuff now. Hopefully, it should work. So, sorry if I got a bit of a cough, guys. There's all kinds of bugs in that going around at the moment. So I'm sorry, but all sorts are happening at the moment. So I'm now going to jump into this game. We have got some sound, I think. Um, Now, I don't know if the sound's going to work for you guys, but if it does, please do let me know. Because obviously I can't access the stream. So, like, as soon as I exit the game, that's, yeah, then the screen will go blank. I don't know why it ain't letting me out of the screen, but I guess it's just probably because it's the way it is. So, right, so we've got two things on here. So, this is World of Subways Volume 3. It says Circle Line packs. This is, because the Circle Line on the tube, on the London Underground, it now goes from Hammersmith all the way round into like a bottle shape. I would get a map up, but sadly it probably would be a copyright map, so I can't really get a map up for you. But that's what it is. Basically, it's a bottle shape. It's not actually a proper circle anymore. It used to be a circle. It used to be an actual full circle until 2009, because then they extended it to Hammersmith, which, as you can probably tell on here, we've now got Edgware Road, Hammersmith. So it's kind of weird because the thing is, when you do things like this, it is a bit difficult. So I can actually operate this pretty much all the way up until like nearly midnight. So like literally, I can do it any time of the day. Um, there are some different routes on here, so I can pretty much operate whichever route I can do on here. I can't do free mode. The only thing I can't do a free mode one on here, so I can't just go and. So unlike Train Simulator, obviously you guys have obviously seen in past videos and that. We can't do that on here. We can't do like a free mode thing on here. So the only way really I could be able to probably do that is to probably do on Train Simulator. There is the Metropolitan line on Train Sim, but apparently it's got so many negative views on it, so I don't know whether I'm going to get that in future. But if I do, I'll let you guys know. So I don't know what route to do today because it's a bit weird. It's a bit annoying because I can't just do like from one station to another. It is really annoying because I can't go any further than that and all that. This is just a test stream, by the way. I'm not, if you guys want to see a series of this where I play through each of these every routes here, um, then please do let me know in the comments or on social media because literally I will make this a series if you guys want me to. Because if you guys want to see a massive series of it, then I will gladly do a series. I am going to link in obviously some of the social media stuff obviously in the next video because it seems like a lot of people have been asking me. So where can I find the stream and all that? But obviously as you guys do know, we have got to try and do. Obviously we've got to be a bit careful. You know what I mean? So Yeah, so anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do today. It's a bit annoying because, to be honest, I probably would do an hour, but it's going to probably take a while. So I'm going to do 2 short routes. So what we might do is we'll go from Hammersmith to Edgware Road first. And then after that, I'm going to then switch over to Edgware Road to maybe Mention House. I don't know whether that goes clockwise or anti-clockwise. It is a bit annoying because what I might do actually is I might do it from like Hammersmith to Edgware Road, and then I might do. You can only go back. Oh, Gates Baker Street. You can't go Baker Street. Okay. Um. Yeah. So we'll see how we get on, but I will let you guys know. Obviously, we do need to obviously stop at any time, but we'll go from Hammersmith to Edgware Road first because I haven't done that for quite a while. I did do a little bit of a test, a bit of a run through last night because I wanted to try and familiarise myself a little bit. So I've not really, because I haven't played this game for literally 4 or 5 years. So like literally, I haven't had a chance to see what it's like. I'm gonna go for the 902. I don't know. It says chance. I don't know. It is quite sunny outside at the moment, so I'm just gonna set it as sunny. Right. So as you guys are probably aware, obviously this game, yeah, you can tell obviously is the circle line. So wow, yeah, so literally now, right, I can, yeah. So this is Hammersmith. Hammersmith, as you probably will know, is the end of the Hammersmith City and Circle Line now. We're on a green signal, so I'm just going to go and open the doors. I had to learn what the controls were last night. Okay, we're in the train. Just keeping an eye on my stream because it seems like it was starting to go a bit again. I don't know why. It's a bit weird. So yeah, so as you guys can probably tell, yeah, we are operating a decent stream. I'm just gonna try and get everything sorted out. So I need to look at the gauges, ain't on. So right, cab light on, destination light on. What's that, gauge light? Yes, I want gauge lights on. What is? I don't know why. I just like playing around with stuff. So right, let me just do a test. Right, that works. That's helpful. Okay, so that works. Anyway, what's that? Right, cab lights we don't need. Right, okay, that's fine. Look at gauges. It's gonna be quite nice. Put the heating on, or don't. Switch on the passenger lights. I'm just gonna go back over here a minute. Hang on. Gauges are fine. Right, train is now on. Let me just look at these again. Right, heating is on. Lights. I think are on, I don't know. Driver view. Oh yeah, I've got to do the automated announcement. So if I look out here, right, so the doors are not open yet, so we need to. Right, actually, yeah, I need to try and do this. Right, program, select route Hammersmith City. No. District Line Edgware Road, no. Wimbledon, no. Richmond, no. Ealing Broadway, no. Edgware Road, no. Outer Rail. Yeah. Select start in Hammersmith. Select destination station. We're only going to Edgware Road, so you guys will hear some announcements in a minute. Once the doors open, you'll hear some announcements. So, okay, selector switch is on. Right, let's just have a look at the back. I think everything's on. The only thing I have got to try and do now is switch this round. Right, I think that worked. It says Edgware Road. I think it'll just be Edgware Road anyway, because like, yeah, you know, right.
This is Hammersmith.
Right. So yeah, so we'll set off in a minute. Just getting that up a minute just so that we know what we got. Everyone seems like they've boarded, so we'll get going. We'll shut these. No, I don't want to look out. Let me shut the doors. Thank you. Right. Now, I don't know if I have done something here, but wait, do I need to press tab? I think I might have messed something up already. Yeah, train's not moving. Hello, I'd like to get moving today. Okay, right, so that started working now. Select route, outer rail. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you.
This is Hammersmith.
What we'll do, we'll just have to open the doors for the moment. Sorry, guard. That was a bit interesting. I didn't realise it wasn't going to go. Yeah, I don't know what's just happened, but it looks as if it wasn't going to let me start going. That's why I had to fiddle around a little bit with the traction control, because it looks like there's obviously something gone on, but... Well, shut the doors. Let's go. Right. Okay, here we go then. So yeah, so as you guys are probably aware, there is no... I don't know what it is. I think it's like there's no... You know... So we'll just get speedy now. We've got Circle Line train obviously waiting outside. That's not too bad.
The next station is Goldhawk Road.
Yeah, Goldhawk Road to next station. I'm just going to be a bit quiet for now, because then you guys can obviously hear the announcements. I don't know if the announcements are quite quiet, but you know what I mean. Yeah, as you guys are probably aware, I haven't done one of these videos for a while. The only reason why is because I was busy doing other things, because, you know, I'm like, I do all sorts of other things in my life. Except the fact that we're not going to be going via Baker Street, we're only going to Edgware Road. The problem is, I can't set the Hampton City, like Hammersmith City one, to just do Hammersmith to Edgware Road. It doesn't let me do it, and I don't know, like, particularly why it won't let me do it. Because for some reason there seems to be something about, I don't know. There's something about it, I don't know. So okay, so here we go. Now, normally when we have been doing these videos before, we've not... I'm just going to open that door. Sorry, it's quite hot, so we need to obviously have the doors open.
The next station is Shepherd's Bush Market.
I don't know whether my driving will actually affect anything.
This is Shepherd's Bush Market. This is a Circle Line train to Edgware Road via Paddington and Baker Street.
The only reason why I've set the announcements, I think, incorrect is probably because it was due an outer rail service. But the problem is we're not going to be going via Baker Street. So in reality, we've only got to stop at what? Wood Lane, Latimer Road, Ladbroke Grove, Westbourne Park, Royal Oak, Paddington, and then we'll terminate Edgware Road. After that, we'll then probably have a look at another stream of some sort. We might maybe go back to Hammersmith again, I don't know. So, hang a minute, we'll just see, make sure the doors are shut. Yeah, no one board in there. Right, let's go. Let's get out of here. There's nothing at Shepherd's Bush anyway. I don't think I've been to Shepherd's Bush a couple of times before, but I've not really seen very much of it, so I'm just going to say that now. Just got to try and keep an eye on the traction control, like the dead man's handle a bit. So we can now go like 40 along here, so like it's not actually that bad. Might be able to do quite a decent stream actually on here. I don't know whether the S-stop does the same, but this is a C-stop train, so C-stop trains are a bit different. Because the point with C-stocks are, they are very different to the S-stocks you see now. S-stocks are really, yeah, I mean, they revolutionised a lot of the stuff in London, so...
The next station is Wood Lane. Change for the Central Line. This is Wood Lane. Change here for the Central Line.
Except Central London...
Circle Line train to Edgware Road via Paddington and Baker Street.
Well, I was just going to say then, right, okay, so the Central Line does not call it Wood Lane. It calls it White City, so the announcements are a little bit wrong. I don't know whether the recent, like the S-stock announcements have changed this, but yeah, the C-stock announcements were a bit weird. I don't know whether it's probably because it was ahead of its time, I don't know. Anyway, we'll go to the next station. So yeah, as you guys are probably aware, C-stop trains, yeah, I'm going to be honest, they're not... They were a lot better when, obviously, I travelled on them, but in recent years, when they have been out of service, it's been a bit, yeah, I wouldn't say it's perfect, but... Next station, Latimer Road.
The next station is Latimer Road.
Now, Latimer Road, I believe, was I think it was closed for like a few months because they had to extend the platforms here. To accommodate the new S-stock trains, because the S-stock were a lot longer than the C-stock. So...
This is Latimer Road. This is a Circle Line train to Edgware Road via Paddington and Baker Street.
Doors are closed. So yeah, the Hammersmith City line only used to do this route because it was actually its own separate line. Before 1990, this was part of the Metropolitan, like Hammersmith City section. Because all Metropolitan services, yeah, they might have gone to Aldgate, but yeah. 1 minute, announcement.
The next station is Ladbroke Grove.
Gonna wait and see whether anyone else is gonna join, but yeah. So a lot of you are probably wondering, so why am I doing this like simulator? Because you know, why are you not doing the Sheerness branch and all that and I literally said to like a lot of people, when was it? God knows when was it? Because God, I forgot what I was saying there. I can't always do the southeastern routes all the time, because otherwise, if I do only the southeastern routes a lot, then a lot of people then start getting a bit bored. Which is why obviously I did the London to Brighton run, obviously a couple of weeks, like a few weeks ago now. But I will do the Sheerness branch again at some point. It's just going to be a little bit of time because I want to try and make things a little bit different, obviously elsewhere. So, yeah.
The next station is Westbourne Park.
Now I just want to do something a minute, because I believe if I go up to this panel up here, I can then enable whatever announcements on here, so...
This train is ready to depart. Please stand clear of the doors.
Shut the doors. Right, let's go. So yeah, so I think with a lot of things, unfortunately you do have to be a bit careful obviously on whatever route we do. So Whistle, I've got there, so we'll just do that quickly and then we'll arrive at Royal Oak. Now Westbourne Park did used to be an interchange with a lot of these things, like a lot of services, because it did used to be a national rail service, like a GWR service. It used to call it Westbourne Park, and that doesn't exist anymore. It's been a bit of a, yeah.
The next station is Royal Oak.
Royal Local thing was a GBW rail station as well at one point. I don't know when that was, but yeah, so just trying to stagger stuff a little bit at the moment.
This is Royal Oak. This is a Circle Line train to Edgware Road via Paddington and Baker Street.
So yeah, as you guys are probably wondering why I'm not obviously talking loads on here at the moment, it's basically because I kind of want you guys to obviously hear like the train noise, the announcements, you know, you get the drill. So, yeah, so what I'm just trying to say to you guys is that, you know, I want you guys to obviously be able to obviously hear stuff, because to be honest, when I'm talking, it kind of blocks a lot of the sound there, and the only reason why I'm letting you guys hear stuff like this is because it's a lot better, and it gives that more realistic view. So, I've also, recently, I bought another game, it's called Euro Truck Sim 2, which I'm probably going to do more in the summer. I'm not going to do it right now, but it'll be more towards the summer time, so it'll be a bit more appropriate for, you know, summer trips and that. So the only problem I've got with Euro Truck Sim 2, I haven't got a steering wheel, so I've got to go out and get myself a steering wheel where I can.
The next station is Paddington. Change for the Bakerloo Line and National Rail services.
I don't know why I say change for National Rail services when there's no National Rail services obviously in the platforms at all at the moment, so...
This is Paddington. Change here for the Bakerloo Line and National Rail services. This is a Circle Line train to Edgware Road via Baker Street and King's Cross at Pancras.
Yeah, see, so now it's saying King's Cross and Pancras, even though... We're not even going to be going anywhere near that in this video. I think in this video we're probably not going to go and do that, because it's probably not going to be worth trying to do it. So, doors to close, last stop coming up. So, Edgware Road. But yeah, so a while back when I used to have this train simulator, what happened was that it used to really lag a lot. So as I was going along, obviously at certain speeds, it was almost like jig up and down that, and it wouldn't actually move properly. Now that I'm on a better laptop, this actually seems to be a lot better, and I think this is probably because I've got a better lot of RAM. So I think now, hopefully, once you see this is kind of why I got Truck Sim, like Euro Truck Sim 2, because what I'm going to probably do in future is I'm going to probably expand a lot more on that as well, and try and oh, hang on, mate, we've got a red signal now. Hang on. Yeah, so we've got a red signal coming up, which is unusual. So usually in the corner, obviously on the left-hand corner, you guys can obviously see. So yeah, so we have got a red signal. I didn't realise we were going to get red signals on here, but okay. Right, so we are going to sit here and wait for a minute. My speculation is there's probably a train in front of it, and obviously we can't move until that train's got out of the way. So Edgware Road, by the way, has got 4 platforms, so it's either going to be another Circle Line service that'll probably come from right over there somewhere, or it's going to be probably coming out of one of the one of the 2 inward platforms, which is usually a District Line service. So here we go. See, look, so we can now go on a green, and obviously obviously we've now passed that red green. It'll probably do a red next. No, it's going to do a green next. Right, okay. Yeah, so what you guys got to realise is obviously it's the same with Train Simulator. I have to make sure we obey the signals, because if I go past any of them, the game finishes. You can't play like the same route again. It's telling me to be careful now. I wonder if that's the culprit. Yeah, so the problem we got on here is obviously it doesn't give me like yellow signals. Yeah, and that's the end. Now, the problem we got is, right, the red signal is literally straight after, so you have to be really quick. So, we're just going to end that game anyway. So, yeah, that was a bit of a failure, to be honest, guys. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so now you guys obviously know what the hell's obviously to expect out of it. It is a bit annoying. So, load games or anything? No, game save's obviously not on here. Right, okay. So, what I'm going to do, I don't think we can do missions. What missions is it giving us? Oh, okay. So, yeah, yeah, it'll be... Yeah, I don't know. This is a bit... Yeah, it's a bit annoying. What do you mean by it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was a bit confused for a minute, but okay. So we'll drive the schedule again, but this time we're going to go from Edgware Road to Hammersmith. Unless we go... I don't know. Aldgate to Baker Street sounds like probably a decent idea. So we're going to do that. We'll do that instead.
Mind the gap, please. Mind the gap, please. Mind the gap, please.
Right, so I'm hopefully not going to disobey the red signal. The problem I had was, right, it wasn't my fault because I didn't realise there was going to be another signal around the corner, because it doesn't give you, like, unlike at the bottom of the screen. So obviously if I... Tell you what, I'll go and show you guys in a minute. Yeah, hang on, we need to try and get down to the end, don't I? I think it's this end. So yeah, so we're at Aldgate, we're in the terminating platforms, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, so we'll just do that. Driver view. Open up all these. Cab light on. Actually, do we need these on? Right, both of them are anyway, so sod it. Destination light. Also on. Dashboard lights on. Headlights on. So we don't need... Yeah, ventilation, yes. That works. Okay, right, let's just go back over here a minute. So, yeah, so... Okay, is there any more I need to do, actually? Yeah, let's look at gauges again. Right, switch that on. Switch the passenger lights on. Back over here again. Yeah, I'm wondering about this now. Right, program. Now, I don't know... In a rail, yeah. Starting station. I want to start at Aldgate. Thank you. And my destination is not Okay, there we go. Right. Okay, so we've set up all these. It's just been a bit annoying, obviously, because we've already bypassed one of them signals already today. Not that was the last thing I wanted today, but the problem is you can't really help yourself because, well, the only reason why I was a bit annoyed, okay, was that. Right. Okay, so everything should be ready.
This is Aldgate. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This is a Circle Line train to Hammersmith via Liverpool Street and King's Cross at Pancras.
Right. Doors are open. So we'll shut the doors. We'll get number 2 back up again because it does seem to help having that on. Right. It doesn't really like me doing that. There we go. So yeah, so I think it's just got to be, you've got to take your time. So 10 mile an hour out of here. Oh dear. So yeah, so this is where the Hammersmith City line joins in. So yeah. This probably won't take too long, but yeah, so we're probably not going to go over an hour today, guys. I'm probably not going to do more than an hour because I would like to do some other things today. But I thought I'd give you guys a bit of a run through because I've not done this before. So this is actually the first time I've been on here for like years. So this is why obviously I went past that red signal.
Is Liverpool Street. Change for the Central and Hammersmith and City lines and National Rail services.
And the London Overground and the Elizabeth line. Yes, I know the thing's not up to date, but yeah, it's basically what it is now. So So yeah, so we're going to be going to Baker Street. Okay, that's as far as the train will go. So we're not going to go any further than that today because it's not worth me going any further than that. So right, okay. Anyway, so we'll get going very quickly. Yeah, so Liverpool Street did used to have a bay platform on the left, but that's now gone. It used to be for where the Metropolitan line services used to terminate. Obviously that hadn't existed for, God, quite some time. All Metropolitan services now either terminate at Baker Street or they actually terminate at, I think it's like Aldgate now, which we've just been, so.
The next station is Aldgate. Change for the Northern Line and National Rail services.
You guys are probably thinking, so why are there loads of, it's gone straight down to 20, I don't know why. So yeah, so Moorgate has a bit of a history here. So some Metropolitan services did used to terminate here. But also, if you look over obviously on the further, like right far over there, did used to be the Thameslink routes, obviously, that used to obviously be in there. So all Thameslink services used to go over there. And obviously that now is all abandoned. So the only reason it was abandoned in 2009 when the Thameslink program came in, and there was no way really to keep the Moorgate service open. So what they did in the end, they closed it, and then they just extended the platform to take a full 12-car train. So yeah, so next station Barbican. Barbican's also got the same thing. It's literally, yeah. I have got a horrific cold at the moment. It's awful.
The next station is Barbican.
So yeah, so I don't know where we're supposed to stop. Are we supposed to stop further down, or? Sorry, I'll stop here then. I don't know how long the actual platform is, but...
This is a Circle Line train to Hammersmith via King's Cross and Pancras and Baker Street.
I suppose it is worth noting, actually, guys. It is very... So yeah, so right, we'll close the doors. So yeah, sorry, I was just texting one of my other friends because they were asking obviously what game I'm playing, and obviously it's World of Subways Volume 3. I don't think they were expecting it because I think they have requested a few times I go back and do the Southeast and like the Sheerness and Sea branch, but I have said to them, well, we need to give it a bit of time because a lot of other people have also suggested we do all the other things as well. So we did London to Brighton, that attracted quite a few people, so we'll probably go back and do that one again at a later date. So it is just sadly for the moment I kind of want to focus on like other like routes as well. It's not just Southeastern. I want to try and concentrate on like, other routes as well. I kind of want to see if I can get the Thameslink ones back and running again, but I don't know how easy that's going to be. I think it would help with this cold. With absolutely this cold surely has got to sod off. Like literally, it's doing me head in.
Change to National Rail Services.
There is a bit of a benefit on this one because there is longer platforms, so it's not too bad lengthwise, but you know.
This is Farringdon. Change here for National Rail Services. This is a Circle Line train to Hammersmith via King's Cross and Pancras and Baker Street.
Our next stop is going to be King's Cross, so whether it will probably change and just say via Paddington or something now, I don't know, but you know the drill. We'll continue on. We'll get to Baker Street or whatever it is, and then we'll see how we get on. If I can pass this one, then at least we've actually passed one thing today. I know today has been a bit of a mad one, but yeah. The Thameslink core now dives under us. It now goes obviously off towards towards St Pancras International, and then on to Kentish Town, West Hampstead, Thameslink, and all the way up to Bedford pretty much. So this is where obviously it now diverges under, and it will go underneath us in a minute. So I can now get up to a full 20 mile an hour on here. We have got 1,000 metres to go, so we have got a while until we get to the next station. So now, I haven't seen any drop frames in this, so it hasn't actually been too bad. So whether that is probably because it's a different game, I don't know. getting to this station quite early. I don't know why. Maybe because it is quite an easy journey. I don't know. Yeah, the C stop was actually it was being built in 1967-68, and there were two variants of it. So there was the C69 and the C77. I don't know what one I'm on, but I know for a fact it'd probably be one or the other. Here's the old King's Cross station. This is King's Cross Thameslink. So yeah.
The next station is King's Cross St Pancras. Change for the Northern, Piccadilly and Victoria lines and national and international rail services. Exit for the World Institute of the Blind.
Mind the gap, please.
This is King's Cross St Pancras. Change here for the Northern, Piccadilly and Victoria lines and national and international rail services. Exit here for the World Institute of the Blind. This is a Circle Line train to Hammersmith via Baker Street and Paddington.
Yeah, so we've only got Euston Square, Great Portland Street left. I remember I've been at Baker Street. You guys are probably not aware, but yeah, this is King's Cross at the moment, and it's usually served by Metropolitan Circle and Hamilton City lines on this one. Northern, Piccadilly, Victoria are underground. Thameslink's obviously just over somewhere, and obviously international services such as Eurostar. Because this game came out in 2014, it does include obviously South Eastern High Speed, obviously from St Pancras International. So I think this game, because it was in 2014, High Speed was pretty much with us pretty much for like nearly 5 years. So by the time the game came out, so Eurostar moved to King's Cross. It moved to St Pancras International in 2007, 14th of November 2007. So that's why international services are now obviously being called upon. And of course we are on the first section of the tube, so I'm hoping there'll be no red signals today. I do not want to bypass another one. After that earlier one, I do not want to see another red signal. So I think Edgware Road seems to be this weird one where I think you do get caught if you're not very careful.
Is Euston Square. Change for national rail services from Euston.
So yeah, so whilst we're doing this, then yeah. Don't walk onto the track, I saw that! Oh my god! Why would you do that? I'm serious.
This is Euston Square.
Just don't do that. My god.
Rail services from Euston. This is a Circle Line train to Hammersmith via Baker Street and Paddington.
Yeah, so just give me a minute, guys. My nose is absolutely ridiculous. I probably shouldn't be doing streams when it's, when I've got a cold, but sadly, because I've got nose congestion, I can't really help it. Right, let's get going. I must admit, this is probably going to be the most smoothest stream I think I've done all, month. The last time I did a stream, I think, was like the end of February, I think, or start March. So I haven't done one for a while, so for me to actually get back into doing it, I don't know particularly whether I'll be doing streams every week, but I think I'm going to try and do them every couple of weeks, mostly every Thursday. I think we're going to get into a timetable where I think it'll be mostly every Thursday from now on, so that then it's a bit more spread out and all that, so...
The next station is Great Portland Street.
Now Great Portland Street's one of these weird stations because I think the original name was Gower Street. So I'll have to have a look again, but I think it was Gower Street, I think was the first one. And I've timed that bloody perfectly. Right. Open the doors.
Is Great Portland Street. This is a Circle Line train to Hammersmith via Baker Street and Paddington.
Yeah, I think it was I've just looked it up. It's Gower Street, I think was the first name for it. So yeah, that station was also opened on the 10th of January 1863. It's been the same since. I think it's been the same station ever since. All it's had recently is like upgraded stairs and that. So right, last station, Baker Street. We're on. So let's see how we get on with that. So far, this has been one of the best streams I think I've done so far. So we've not had any problems or anything. So I hope we aren't going to get hit with red signals, but you know what I'm like. Probably will. It's coming up to nearly 3 o'clock here in England right now. Later on tonight, I can't remember what it was. I think it was somewhere listed. Italy are facing England in the qualifiers for UEFA Euro 2024. In case you're into your football, obviously on this stream, that's on later. I think 7:45. So, and it is taking place at the San Siro. So, I think it'll be interesting because I think they're going to be getting rid of that stadium soon. I don't know when, but you know. Now I'm going to go a little bit slower, guys, because I think from what we've learned last time, right, we've had red signals before, and I can do an emergency brake on here. So if it does get to a point where I need to brake, then I will brake. So I'm just going to go crawling steadily at like 26 miles an hour until we see any more.
Is Baker Street. Change for the Bakerloo, Jubilee and Metropolitan lines. Exit for Madame Tussauds and the Planetarium. Please remember, smoking is not allowed on any London Underground train or station. When leaving the train, please ensure that you take all your belongings with you. This is Baker Street. Change here for the Bakerloo, Jubilee and Metropolitan lines. Exit here for Madame Tussauds and the Planetarium. This is a Circle Line train to Hammersmith via Paddington. Thank you for travelling on the Circle Line.
That's right, so yeah, so that was the end of that stream pretty much. So we didn't even make it to the end of the last one. So we went from Hammersmith to Edgware Road, okay. We didn't even make it to the end of that. I got a score of 59%, which is rubbish. It said here, the following things that should be better. The departure schedule has not been kept. Well, I couldn't get the train on, okay. The destination display was not correct setting. But it was set, but the problem is I just had it not in service anyway, I didn't care. I think I totally forgot about that, but yeah, that's my fault. It then said the announcements were not correct, but they were, because how the hell can you operate a service to Baker Street when the final station, when, you know, it clearly said at the start, that's the final station, is Baker Street. And it said that the lights were not set correctly. Well, I turned the sodding lights on over there. And it said braking was too hard. Which I don't get. Braking was too hard? Well, how does that work? That doesn't work. You know what they mostly do on the tube anyway. But yeah, so so after that massive ordeal at Edgware Road with red signals and all that, yeah, thanks very much for that. But yeah, so if you are the people that make this game, please tell me why you put signals so close together, why you put a green signal and then a red. Like, please tell me that, because I don't. Because otherwise you can't see the hidden signal, because it's not possible, so. But yeah, so that's the end of the stream. We're probably not going to be doing any more circle line shenanigans today. I've pretty much had enough after that red signal. I mean, I'm really annoyed now after that. Don't forget, obviously, to tune in again here on Tempted TV if you do want to see some more of these. Please give a like. If you want to subscribe, go for it as well. If you do subscribe, you will obviously get a reminder. If you click the notification bell, obviously obviously when it goes live. If you want to, you can follow me on social media, but obviously my social media is usually kept private anyway because otherwise I just end up with all sorts of people. But yeah, do know, obviously, I don't know what the next video is going to be. If I do another one, it will likely be on Train Sim. It won't be on, obviously, World of Subways Volume 3. However, I will be honest, if there are any more events coming up, I have got Euro Truck Sim now, so it might be, if I do find a steering wheel somehow, I will then obviously do a video maybe on that and probably do like a British journey or something like that, or something. Or even one that maybe goes into France, I don't know. Because I found a sneaky like tip the other day, where apparently so that you don't have to pay for like I think the Eurotunnel or like the ferry or whatever it is, I believe you can drive through the Channel Tunnel. I think through the service tunnel. I'll have to have a look, but there is I think a cheat I think you can do on it now. So I'll let you guys know, but obviously I'll show you guys. But that is the end of the video. So thanks all for joining. I will be back. God knows when, hopefully soon. It might even be next Thursday if I'm available next Thursday. It'll be next Thursday, but yeah, next Thursday is going to be interesting now because it's going to be pretty much getting towards the end of March. So right, anyway, so thank you very, very much for joining. So I'll see you all a bit later.